Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
The story of Mónica Santa María, the Dalina from Nubeluz who faced depression, fame and blackmail. Hello friends and welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming posts. Let's start. The death of the Dalina Chiquita from the Nubeluz program saddened an entire continent, causing an impact on the thousands of boys and girls who did not understand why they would not see her more on television. She had attempted to kill herself several times until one morning in 1994 she achieved her goal. September 4, 1990 marked an important event on Peruvian and international television, when Nubeluz was broadcast for the first time, beginning a magical world aimed at a children's audience in which adults were the guests, but not the protagonists. Under this concept, the Dalinas were brought to life, roles played by Mónica Santa María and Almendra Gomelsky, who were a kind of Mary Poppins for the little ones in the house who enjoyed each broadcast from beginning to end. Nobody imagined the impact that this production, which was planned to be worked on in Chile, was going to have, but it was finally agreed that Peru was going to be the setting for this program that broke ratings records since its first appearances on the small screen. With the idea landed and a language created specifically for boys and girls to understand, a casting began before the big premiere. The first to attract the attention of the producers and casting managers was Santa Maria, who sometime later would be called the Little Dalina. Before reaching the age of majority, she had a great history of work as an advertising model, in addition to having an important contract under her name with one of the most important beauty product brands on the market. What was hiding behind her smile? One of the missions that Mónica and Almendra had was to make the little ones happy for more than an hour, making them forget about everything bad that they were going through to be happy aboard a cloud. The Morafforina, born on December 6, 1972, had studied her role very well, so in each program she took short breaks to be able to address her audience, giving them motivational messages, as well as advice so that they would not stop playing. Be happy. Although she never stopped putting a smile on her face, she lived a totally different reality when the Nubeluz cameras went off. According to the testimonies of people close to her life, it was known that she adored her sisters, but she did not have a good relationship with her parents. It is even believed that she was looking forward to reaching the age of majority to get away from them. The absence of support from her father to have a career as an artist was just the beginning of a bad relationship between them, a state that would have affected her emotionally, as she felt alone on a path that she saw as far away from fulfilling her dreams. So that no one would suspect what was happening in his private life, he left his soul in each program, where he forgot that there were cameras to talk face to face with the children who dreamed of seeing the magic of Dalinas in 19 Latin American countries. Nobody imagined that at his young age she would have tried to end his life on more than 5 occasions, and although his mental health was at stake, he decided to remain silent and try to calm those negative thoughts alone. Although she was always surrounded by people, she felt a loneliness that cornered her and did not let her live freely. The signs that were not seen in time. In an interview that she gave to Giselle Valcarcel's program, the host asked her if she had a partner. Faced with this curiosity, Santa Maria clarified that she was a very passionate person who was not afraid to get excited. One of her most controversial unions was with Diego Ferran Palacios, with whom she did not end well. Immersed in depression due to this disappointment in love, Mónica decided to put an end to her grief by taking a bottle of pills. She was found in time to be taken to a local clinic where they managed to save her. Luis Carrizales Stoll, general producer of Nubeluz, made this revelation for the program Vidas Secretas. I wasn't surprised that he tried it several times. People like that are born with a gun under their arm. After this incident, she was known to have short-term relationships in which she would have been dependent on her. Among these were her brief romances with the actor Diego Berti and Arturo Bailey. With the latter she was involved in sexual blackmail by the so-called Caligula clan, a criminal gang that recorded celebrities in their privacy in order to extort them and their families for large sums of money. When she was trying to forget this unfortunate event in her life, in 1992 a 24-year-old young man named Constantino Tino Heredia appeared, heir to a millionaire family that had an important presence in national and international companies. Although when they were together they were like a family, including his son, her happiness was short-lived when stress consumed her due to the stalking of the press, the endless tours and the presentations that she had to fulfill. Although she tried to follow treatment to control his condition, she saw no progress. This was decisive for her to request a license from the production in 1993, leaving for a few days and taking refuge in the United States with his partner. It did not take more than a year for her to be hospitalized again after having ingested 37 pills. Medical reports that were exposed in the media indicated that she had bipolarity, but his fight to have a happy ending. When she posed with Almendra Gomelsky in front of cameras, Santa Maria did not hide her admiration for her best friend, especially for what she had achieved in her life. Perhaps, she saw her as a role model and maintained the desire to have a healthy romance to start a family. On Saturday, March 12, Mónica Santa attended the wedding of a friend of the businessman. During this event, she had to deal with fans, big and small, who approached her asking for a souvenir photo of her. What seemed to be a perfect night ended up being overshadowed when in a conversation, Dalina confessed that she wanted to get married, but was interrupted by her lover, who pointed out that he was not yet ready to take that step. Her annoyance was noticeable and she left the premises to take a taxi that would take her to an exclusive neighborhood in La Molina. From there, she contracted her partner to indicate that she planned to use a 6-hour 9mm pistol. His first reaction was to contact the cheerleaders' parents to warn them of what happened. When they both arrived at her home, the Nubeluz star calmed them down by telling them that it was a trick from Tino and that they had no reason to worry. That was the last time they saw her alive. When she was alone again, she called her lover, leaving this message on her recorder: "The only thing you wanted was your gun, right? Don't worry, when I finish what I have to do, you can ask Cesar Coelho for it. And stop calling my parents and saying that I have it, because they are not going to believe you, they think you are crazy." An early morning that no one will forget. Following the traces of the testimonies shared with the authorities, between 1 o'clock and 1:30 in the morning, the building manager heard a gunshot, but did not give it importance. At 3 a.m. another detonation was recorded. For this occasion, the Dalina had placed the gun in her mouth to proceed to shoot it. On Monday, March 14, her parents found her bed covered in blood and on top of it, her lifeless body and 60 Rohypnol pills, a drug used to fall asleep. The producers' concern arose because this news was going to come out nationally, and they were not clear how to explain what happened to the children who were waiting to see Mónica in Nubeluz. On national television it was confirmed that he had committed suicide, and the most complicated task fell on the shoulders of Gomelsky, who had to control his pain to expose himself in front of the cameras to announce that his partner had left and that he would never smile for them again. Don't forget to leave his comment, like this video, and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date with all our updates. Thanks for joining us and see you in the next video. Until next time. Bye. He was not treated properly.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.